It is kind of out on the limb, and it's in quite an exposed street, which is quite easy for the Japanese nationalists in their sound trucks to kind of go past there in their unfriendly messages. So I think they've decided to go to a slightly friendlier location.
And finally, Dinnie.
So John from Korean International Trade. I think the initial brand is actually there's a gap maybe between the left country and South Seas and other cities. And going back to the trade discount issue, probably there's some is seeing that okay, this is the discount can be eliminated because it is not the case. So in that case, probably it's more of the image issue rather than the substance change. And certain things actually should change the substances maybe, and it may take a long time. So in that sense, I think you mentioned that the Korea branding strategy should be region specific for the region-specific Korea category. Probably you may add some more dimensions like time, somebody else will mention and also maybe certain areas actually there could be some objective specific strategies could be developed. So in that sense, I want my question would be you actually emphasize the coordination is very important, and how coordination can help in certain objective specific
just very a little bit, just to help, very briefly, because when I read publications here in the United States about both South Korea and North Korea, especially those perceptions by the scholar here, American scholar, I think then, so what I suggest is when you read those publications, you will definitely see what the scholars or the opinion leaders have about South Korea, Republic of Korea, vis-a-vis North Korea. What's a very interesting thing is scholars here very highly appreciate North Korea, especially for example like guerrilla fighting by Kim Il-sung, and vis-a-vis just the American support to South Korea. So I want to recommend and suggest you all delve into such kind of literature, published here, and then you will see what great gaps there is between the real South Korea, Republic of Korea, vis-a-vis North Korea. You will find a striking, gap in the branding or perception of real Korea. And because you hear a lot of great government officials here, they should really delve into such issue and problem.
The issue of coordination, to just give one example, the only countries embassy who I've interviewed where there's been coordination between their tourism organisation and their investment agency is the French embassy. And those two agencies, tourism and investment, have signed a memo of understanding to explore possible synergies in what they're doing. And I think that's a very good route to go down. So the fact that that's the only country of the ones that I've visited so far is doing it, I think indicates that this is a relatively new domain for most countries, and that is something that's over future years will become much more common, provided that policymakers open their minds to the possibilities of these techniques.
Well, before we thank Dr. Dinnie for this, being put on the spot for as long as you have been, doing a fantastic job, just draw your attention to the fact that the academic paper series will resume in January, late January, January 21st. And you all have that calendar of events in front of you. If you would all please join me in thanking Dr.